right, everybody. You're stronger than her. You're smarter than her. Move, Banner. Hey. Come on. I'm sorry. Damage report.
Building is protected by some kind of energy.
At long last.
Long last is lasting a little long, boys.
I think we lost the element of surprise.
Language.
I know.
Just slipped out.
Who gave the order to
Panicked. They have to be after.
the rest of the tanks? Concentrate fire.
Everything we've accomplished.
Send out the twins.
I can hold them.
We know Strucker's not going to worry about civilian casualties.
Help. We wish to avoid collateral damage and more.
Americans sent their circus. No surrender!
You delete everything. Not ready to take out. No, I mean. We have an enhance in the field.
Somebody want to deal with that bunker?
We really need to get inside.
Jarvis, am I closing in? Great, I want to poke it with something.
You know. In fact, I still haven't.
Clint's hit pretty bad.
Stock, secure the scepter. Copy that.
Watch your language. It's good talk. Hey, Jarvis, you know, I want it all.
We're locked down out here.
I know you're...
The wall to your left.
Please be a secret door, please.
It's physics.
Physics.
All right, so what?
Being prima nocta.
Are you even pulling? Are you on my team?
Go, Steve, no pressure.
Nothing.
I need answered.
All deference to the man who wouldn't. The handle's imprinted, right? Like a security code?
It's a very, very interesting theory.
I was a dream, and I was tangled in to kill the other guy. Down in the real world, we're faced with a
Ultron.
chrysalis. Peace in our town. Unsafe. It's unsafe. I'm sorry. You want to protect the world, but you know it's not allowed to. Evil puppets. The Avengers' extinction.
Dark is.
You're gonna break your old man's heart.
Anything.
Clearly, you've never made an omelet.
It's what?
You two can still walk away from this.
God's righteous man.
I throw up in my mouth, but
If you believe
Yeah, huh? What's the vibranium for?
plan, once, all of them. Games. The girl tried to walk my mind. I am mighty. This is going very well.
The whole mind control thing.
Who's ever standing, gotta move.
Again.
Made of marble. We'll celebrate.
Ready for our dance?
I'm to your eyes. Oh, wake up!
We can go home.
Still save you. We are all. See where your power.
Pretending to fail to take your place in the world.
I'll be right back. I'm alright. I want to finish the plan.
They're already there. You'll catch on.
That's not gonna happen. Not for a while.
I'm calling in Veronica. All right, everybody. You're stronger than her. You're smarter than her. Move, Banner. Hey. Come on. I'm sorry. Damage report.
Really unhappy. I'm gonna try and keep him.
you know what's in that cradle?
Got a window.
Which way?
Hard right.
Coming through. Sorry, coming through. Beep, beep.
여기로 보이는 비행기 한 대가 낮은
I'm occupied.
Clean shot.
Negative. I am still in the... You might wish you hadn't asked that.
Please, don't do this.
Have eyes on Nat. Go!
Can you stop this thing?
Take a minute.
I'm very
No,
Stark's not crazy.
he will do anything for free.
I don't know how much time you got.
More than-
a little vibranium cocktail. You're looking. Did you forget?
Where's the rest of the vibranium? Function?
Get off! Run!
You set the terms, you can change them.
Division?
Boss, it's working. He's burning Ultron.
You should take away my world.
Going for a ride.
See the beauties, only to fall. You are my meteor, my swift. Purge me when the dust settles. The only
Compelling reason not to lose my cool.
The vibe impact will kill thousands once it gets high enough. That building's not cleared.
Hi. Stark, you worry about... You get hurt, hurt him back.
It's all our fault.
Hey, look at me. Look, I just need to know the robots. But I'm going back out there because of what you did, what you were. I'll send your brother to come find you, but if you... Yeah, see. Never what?
What, were you napping?
Ow.
We're here.
We are not clear. We are...
Keep up, old man.
Buddy. Bastard. I miss him already.
Reverse thrust. The city's not coming down. The impact would still be devastating.
Maybe if we can cap.
Everyone on it.
The next wave's gonna hit any minute.
That'll keep it from impacting the surface if you guys. We're gonna have to make a choice.
Not till everyone's safe.
Everyone say we should leave.
Glad you like the view, Romanov.
Nice, Ray. Pulled her out of mouth. Ooh, you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Age in 3, 2.
This is S.H.I.E.L.D.? This is what...
On what we got.
You're up.
Yes! Now this...
If you live to tell it.
You think I get home?
Number 6 boat is full.
That key and drop this rock a little early.
And as long as there is life.
It's terribly well balanced.
Well, if it's...
Create a heat seal.
They're coming for the core.
Brody, get the rest of the people on.
You good?
Relax, Shellhead. Not all. What's the draw?
You had to ask.
All of you against all of me.
The old man said.
With the benefit of hindsight.
Oh no, I didn't say you could leave.
The air's getting thin. You guys get to the boats.
It's my job. Come back.
You know, I'm 12 minutes older than you.
Everything. We get one shot at this.
The dining room. Put up some baffling.
So get your ass on a boat. Hey, big guy.
We were in the market.
Everyone else is on the carrier.
You know, this work.
I'm not tied up to. If you stay.
Do you know how it felt?
We did it. So help me out.
Of you. Supposed to be the last.
Welcome to DP Action Channel. Please subscribe and press the bell icon. The powers of Marvel's all-star superheroes go a bit wobbly in Avengers: Age of Ultron. Faced with the daunting prospect of topping the surprise and excitement of 2012 single quote as The Avengers, the third highest grossing film of all time, writer-director Joss Whedon mixes some brooding downtime and with the abundant spectacle. To be sure, series junkies will get their fix from the sheer massiveness of the exploits, but at least two of the big action scenes are lackluster, while the climax and resolution could have been worked out in more complex, less roadways, so as to further increase intrigue and anticipation for Avengers: Infinity War Parts 1 and 2, already scheduled for release in May of 2018 and 2019, respectively. Not that any of this will matter much, since the pent-up excitement among the enormous international fan base is so intense that nothing will keep the summer's presumed biggest franchise blockbuster from soaring beyond the $1 billion threshold internationally. Hands-on producer Kevin Feige and his associates have built a cinematic empire quite unprecedented in Hollywood history, a veritable solar system of staggeringly profitable individual franchises unified by the overpowering collective force of the Avengers. So while sideline enterprises like the new Daredevil TV series continue to pop up, the company's confidence in the enduring appeal of its theatrical mainstays is such that it recently published a release schedule for its remaining big-gun commercial titles from now through the end of the decade. At this point, no one would be willing to bet on when and whether a sense of terminal déjà vu might set in to bring it all to an end. In the meantime, the key points of interest surround how many surprises and twists can be wrung from a format that, due to core fan expectations, demands great fealty. Any significant deviations from the source material are taken as personal betrayals by the hardest core geeks. Last summer, Guardians of the Galaxy showed that Marvel could play it a bit more fast and loose than it generally does, but the big-name franchises still seem sacrosanct. And so it is with Avengers: Age of Ultron, which at moments takes a peek down some shadowy side roads but ends up mostly zooming along the main highway to deliver what the audience wants rather than something even a little bit different. Picking up where last year's Captain America: Winter Soldier left off, the new film, without preamble, dives right in to show the Avengers dispatching the remnants of the nasty Hydra organization in a hectically and indifferently staged forest combat scene that leaves Clint Barton Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, worse for wear, while also introducing two new adversaries, twins Pietro and Wanda Maximoff, Aaron Taylor-Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen, aka Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Victory allows for some passably amusing scenes of the heroes blowing off steam. The favorite party trick of Thor, Chris Hemsworth, is to challenge all comers to lift up his hammer. Natasha Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, and Bruce Banner the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, pursue a little mating dance in which her amorous interest is predicated upon his retaining his human rather than superhero form. And Tony Stark Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., and Steve Rogers Captain America, Chris Evans, take stock of the advances their old Nazi nemesis Strucker Thomas Kretschmann appears to be making in the artificial intelligence department, specifically with the most sophisticated humanoid ever devised, Ultron, voiced with marvelous robotic nuance by James Spader. Ultron is a cool and sophisticated creation. What he lacks, of course, is a heart, which is what makes him such an imposing villain. A sleekly designed robot you might even call handsome, he makes an excellent intellectual and smart-ass sparring partner for Stark, but when he first appears, he's still on training wheels. However, he does recruit the Maximoffs to his cause, an easy matter since Stark killed their parents. Ultron is not yet entirely ready to conquer the universe, but, in their first skirmish with him, the Avengers are outclassed enough to begin worrying. Licking their wounds at the safe house of Hawkeye's farm, the Avengers go into a funk. The impatient Thor quickly takes off to find answers. Bruce resists Natasha's desire to get something physical cooking between them. Stark, lamenting that Ultron is trying to tear us apart, consults with old cohort Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson, briefly, while Mad Men's Linda Cardellini, playing Hawkeye's stand-by-your-man wife, is stuck with the intentionally funniest line of dialogue in the film, "You know I totally support your avenging." While some of his partners wallow in disarray, Captain America heads for Seoul, where the next evolutionary step is to emerge via a device called the Cradle, which will hatch mass-produced android soldiers that will pave the way for Ultron's world domination. But a major chase through the city involving a runaway subway train falls flat due to basic conceptual silliness and poor continuity. Of course, the Avengers ultimately get it together to do the kind of butt-kicking they're supposed to do, and a very welcome addition to the team comes in the form of the android Vision. Red-faced and green-garbed, Vision is given a striking profile and overall presence by Paul Bettany, heretofore limited in the Marvel world to vocal work as Stark's computerized butler Jarvis, and it can be hoped, if not assumed, that this most intriguing character will play an even more important role in the final two Avengers installments. Ultimately, Whedon's efforts to invest the heroes with a degree of unsurety and vulnerability comes off as half-baked, as such an effort can only go so far due to the nature of the material. After all, these are comic book characters defined by their double identities. A third dimension is neither required nor perhaps even desired. If ending on a dramatic cliffhanger note had been desired, the elements were there for the taking, including a semi-tragic component along with uncertainty about Ultron's ultimate fate would arguably have only further cranked up anticipation for the coming chapters. But, then, what does that matter when the automatic attendance of millions is assured? Avengers: Age of Ultron succeeds in the top priority of introducing a worthy opponent for its superheroes and giving the latter a few new things to do, but this time the action scenes don't always measure up and some of the characters are left in a kind of dramatic no-man's land. The returning series actors acquit themselves in the expected agreeable manner, while series newcomer Andy Serkis has a terrific couple of minutes as a tough but stressed South African criminal. In the Eastern European country of Sokovia, the Avengers, Tony Stark/Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., Steve Rogers/Captain America, Chris Evans, Thor, Chris Hemsworth, Bruce Banner/Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, Natasha Romanoff/Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, and Clint Barton/Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, raid a Hydra outpost commanded by Baron Wolfgang von Strucker, Thomas Kretschmann, who has been experimenting on humans using the scepter previously wielded by Loki. They encounter two of Strucker's experiments, the Maximoff twins Pietro Aaron Taylor-Johnson, who has superhuman speed, and Wanda Elizabeth Olsen, who has telekinetic abilities, and can manipulate minds and project energy. Rogers captures Strucker, while Stark retrieves the scepter after Wanda implants a fear-filled vision of a bleak possible future in his mind. Back at the team's headquarters, Avengers Tower, formerly Stark Tower, Stark and Banner discover an artificial intelligence within the Scepter's gem, and secretly plan to use it to complete Stark's Ultron global defense program. After many failed attempts, they leave for a victory party to celebrate the recapture of the scepter. Unbeknownst to them, the program comes to life. The unexpectedly sentient Ultron, James Spader, awakens, believing that he must eradicate humanity to save the Earth, and overwhelms Stark's AI, Jarvis Paul Bettany. In the guise of one of Stark's Iron Legion robot drones, Ultron attacks the Avengers as they relax together after their party. Escaping with the scepter, Ultron uses the resources in Strucker's Sokovia base to upgrade his rudimentary body and build an army of robot drones. After killing Strucker, he then meets and recruits the Maximoff twins, who hold Stark responsible for their parents' deaths due to weapons manufactured by his company. The trio goes to the base of arms dealer Ulysses Claue Andy Serkis in an African shipyard to obtain Wakandan vibranium. The Avengers pursue them there, but Wanda subdues all of them except Stark and Barton with haunting visions, causing Banner as the Hulk to rampage through a nearby city until Stark stops him with his Hulkbuster armor. A worldwide backlash over the resulting destruction and the fears incited by Wanda's hallucinations send the team into hiding at Barton's safe house, where they meet his wife and children, who had been kept a secret from all of them except Romanoff. Seeing no answers to be found there, Thor departs to consult with his friend Dr. Erik Selvig Stellan Skarsgård on the meaning of the apocalyptic future he saw in his hallucination, while Romanoff and Banner discuss the possibility of fleeing together after realizing their mutual attraction. However, Nick Fury Samuel L. Jackson arrives and encourages the team to fight back and stop Ultron. In Seoul, Ultron forces the Avengers' friend and ally Dr. Helen Cho Claudia Kim to use her synthetic tissue technology, together with vibranium and the Scepter's gem, to perfect a new body for him. As Ultron uploads himself into the synthetic body, Wanda is then able to read his mind, and discovers his plan to annihilate humanity. Horrified, the Maximoffs turn on Ultron and join forces with Rogers to distract him while Romanoff and Barton retrieve the synthetic body. However, Ultron captures Romanoff while Barton reluctantly takes the body back to Stark and Banner at Avengers Tower, followed by Rogers and the twins. The Avengers fight amongst themselves when Stark secretly uploads Jarvis, who is still operational after hiding from Ultron deep within the internet, into the synthetic body. Thor returns to help activate the body, explaining that the gem on its brow, one of the 6 Infinity Stones, the most powerful objects in existence, was part of his vision. This vision, Paul Bettany, proving himself a worthy ally by effortlessly lifting Thor's hammer. Mjolnir and the Maximoff twins accompany the Avengers back to Sokovia, where Ultron has used the remaining vibranium to build a machine to lift a large part of the capital city skyward, intending to crash it into the ground and cause global extinction. Banner rescues Romanoff, who pushes him into a pit to rouse the Hulk for the battle. The Avengers face off against Ultron's army of drones, while Fury arrives in a helicarrier with Maria Hill, Kobe Smulders, James Rhodes / War Machine, Don Cheadle, and other S.H.I.E.L.D. agents to evacuate the civilians. While the other Avengers go to help with the evacuation, Wanda accepts the task to guard the machine from activation by Ultron's drones. However, Ultron steals the Avengers' Quinjet and goes on a strafing run in a desperate attempt to stop the evacuation. Pietro is killed when he shields Barton from Ultron's gunfire. The Hulk leaps into the Quinjet and forcibly evicts Ultron, leaving him vulnerable to a vengeful Wanda, who abandons her post to destroy Ultron's primary body. This then allows one of his drones to activate the machine. The city begins to plummet, but Stark and Thor overload the machine and destroy the landmass, with the Vision swooping in to rescue Wanda. The Hulk, unwilling to endanger Romanoff by being with her, departs in the Quinjet, while the Vision confronts and destroys Ultron's last remaining body. Later, the Avengers have established a new base run by Fury, Hill, Cho, and Selvig. Barton returns home to his family, and Thor returns to Asgard to learn more about the forces which he suspects have manipulated recent events, while Stark also leaves the team. Rogers and Romanoff prepare to train the new team of Avengers: James Rhodes, the Vision, Sam Wilson / Falcon, Anthony Mackie, and Wanda. In a mid-credits scene, Thanos, dissatisfied by the failures of his puns, dons the Infinity Gauntlet and vows to retrieve the Infinity Stones personally. Thanks for watching.